Hey polish fans, it's Caroline again and welcome to another video here at Wildflower Lacquer. In today's video we are doing a little haul from a few months ago from Wildflower Lacquer. This is from back when they did their Back to the 90s Volume 1 collection, and I got 4 from that collection as well as 2 of the polishes that they were releasing for that month. One is a charity polish and one is a re-release. They also included a really holographic sticker here for that collection because it is full of 90s vibes there, but we're going to go ahead and set this one aside because holographic tends to freak my camera out. But let's go ahead and take a look at the polishes. The first one that I got is the charity polish for Ohio. This one is Love for Ohio, and this one is a really soft orchid leaning purple. It is full of a larger particle shimmer. In person I'm mainly seeing that as a green, but on camera you're seeing that as gold and orange with a little bit of green and maybe even blue popping up at the edges. Here's that one in 2 coats. This one I will say still has a bit of a sheer factor to it in these 2 coats, so for longer nails you might need a 3rd coat to reach full opacity, but I love the combination of this shimmer and that base. It's very beautiful. You can see that gold to orange there, that sort of a softer gold there and the warmer orange. And then as you tilt the nail, I don't know if that green's going to come across on camera, but I can definitely see it in person. You might be able to kind of see it there at the very edge of the nail. But that one was Love for Ohio. The second polish was a re-release, and this was the Croning, and this is one that I had missed somehow. There's actually quite a few releases from Wildflower that I have missed along the way, and this was one of them, so I was excited to be able to grab it and add it to my collection. This one has a deeper purple base, I mean very, very deep, and then it is loaded with this multi-chromatic shimmer. You're mainly seeing that sort of a fuchsia plummy tone, and then in person that is actually a bit more red leaning. Towards the edges I can see gold and green with some orange popping up as well. This one also has the holographic flakies that I like so much. And here it is in 2 coats. Now I forgot to put top coats on these, but this one is really nice and vampy. I think this would look gorgeous matte as well. This one, as you can see, is perfectly opaque in 2 coats. I really don't see anybody needing a 3rd for more opacity. But yeah, really gorgeous combination here. Nice and vampy and perfect for fall. So that one was the Croning. Alright, on to the Back to the 90s Volume 1. I got 4 from that collection. I want to say there was about 8 or so, but I did whittle it down to just these 4. The first one in alphabetical order is Dolphin Obsession, and when I was a teenager I definitely liked dolphins, so this is one that caught my attention for sure. You've got this really soft, almost baby purple, if that's such a thing. Like, it's not a soft pink, it's a soft baby purple. And then it is jam-packed full of a beautiful green shimmer. That green shimmer is really strong on camera, but from my angle I'm seeing a mix of some pink speckles throughout as well as a green to aqua. So that shimmer is going to shift beautifully depending on the lighting. I think you can see the purple popping up there at the edges. In person there's also some orange. So here is Dolphin Obsession in 2 coats. This one ends up having this really dusty look on the nail. Again, it has a squishier base, kind of like the Ohio polish, so you might need 3 coats if you want more of that soft purple base. Or if you like the gray tone that it almost takes on the nail, you could put this over a gray base to give yourself a boost in opacity, or maybe a dusty cream in the color of your choice. I think this one could look nice over a lot of different shades, and look how strong that shimmer is. Really gorgeous. I think this one is really unique to my collection as well. I don't feel like I have anything quite like this that has that mix of this dusty light purple tone with that really strong shifting shimmer in here. So that first one from the Back to the 90s Volume 1 collection is Dolphin Obsession. Next up is this one called Juice Bar. I have been loving pinks in this formulation. This one is a juicy strawberry pink that is loaded with a gold to orange shifting shimmer as well as those holographic flakies. So I want to say I got 1 or 2 polishes from Polish that kind of have the same vibe, the same type of a finish. The one that I'm thinking of offhand that I actually have right to my left is Once Upon a Dream, and what I mean by that is you have a similar pink base that has a strong shifting shimmer in like an orange or gold, plus those holographic flakes, And what I really like about that combination is as your hands move around in different lighting, I felt like the colors really took on completely different colors. So in some lighting, the polish would look pink, in some it would look oranger, in some redder. The particular one that I'm thinking of that I actually wore on my nails that I don't have next to me, I think was actually a Bee's Knees lacquer, but in any case, similar vibe and definitely a polish that I had enjoyed wearing. So this one definitely caught my eye. And here it is in 2 coats. This one was really nice and opaque, again, in just these 2 coats. I absolutely love this combination, so I'm really glad that I got this one. I probably should compare it to all of the other ones that I have in my collection that have this similar vibe, but I want to say there's probably only a few. What I really like is that gold warm shift that you see in this brighter pink. Really beautiful color. Yeah, you see how bright that is in certain lighting? Almost takes on a red hue. Such a pretty color. So that one was Juice Bar. Next up is a purple. I mean, come on, you guys, you know I had to get the purple. This one is Planetary Berry. And yes, this one was definitely a must-have because look at that shimmer. Plus it's a purple and it's a hollow. Yep, had to come home with me. This one I really like the combination of. Of course, you have the purple with the holographic, but I love hollows that have an additional shimmer. I just find them to add a little magical component to the nail. They add an additional shift, an additional glow, and I really like that. Here it is in 2 coats, and I mean, just look at that glow. You've got that holographic rainbow showing up very prominently on the nail, and then inside that you've got that glow from the shimmer. I think on camera it's mainly coming up as a gold, but in the bottle I'm definitely seeing a little bit of green, so I'm curious how this one will look outside in different lighting situations, but look how striking that is. Very, very strong on the nail. So that one was Planetary Berry. And then the last polish that I got from that collection is Sky Dancer. And this is one that I was sort of on the fence about, but I ended up grabbing it because the combination seemed really interesting and unique. And I'm glad that I did because this is really unusual. So you have this light, almost blue leaning green base. I think again on camera it's coming off a little bit darker than it is in person. And then again you have this amazing contrasting shifting shimmer. On camera you're mainly seeing that as a fuchsia with maybe a bit of a red lean at the edges, but in person I'm seeing that as an orange to pink. Then you've got green and gold at the edges. So that looks really striking in this base. And here it is in 2 coats. I mean, look at that gorgeous color. What I really like about the tone of green too is I think there you can see it's got a blue cast to it. It's got that blue lean in that green family. And again, it's not quite as dark as I feel like it's coming off on camera, at least on my screen. It's coming off kind of like a teal. And I mean, it does have that blue lean, but it's not quite in the teal family. This one also has a squishier formula, kind of like Dolphin Obsession and the Ohio polish. So if you are worried about seeing your visible nail line, you might need a 3rd coat for full opacity. Or again, you could wear this over a matching undie. So that last one was Sky Dancer. And there you have it. That was my little haul from Wildflower Lacquer from a couple months ago. Let me know down below if you got any from this collection. I know actually recently she just relaunched some creams. I know I have been trying to restrain myself because I have been buying far too many polishes, but let me know if you got any. As always, thank you so much for hanging out with me and looking at beautiful polish. If you're new, make sure to hit the little subscribe button down below. That way you don't miss out on any of my new videos, and I will see you in that next one.